In the following video, Trevor, a man recently divorced, found himself alone at home when some strange and unsettling events began to unfold out of nowhere. It's important to note that, up until this point, Trevor had never experienced anything he could even remotely attribute to paranormal activity. His life had been relatively peaceful in terms of anything related to spirits or unexplained phenomena. Fortunately for him, this peace had lasted for many years. However, as often happens, it wouldn't last, and one winter night, during the peak of a particularly cold season, Trevor was forced to face an unexpected horror. His house, once a safe and quiet refuge, was now filled with strange occurrences that left him scrambling to make sense of what was happening. Trevor, completely unprepared for the situation, had no idea how to respond. All he could do was run around his house, trying to find any logical explanation for what was happening. But the more he moved, the more strange things seemed to occur. 1 minute, objects were mysteriously moving, and the next, the temperature in his home seemed to drop unnaturally. He even heard faint, strange noises that seemed to echo from the walls. His growing panic led him to turn off his camera, suspecting that it was somehow the cause of these odd events. But even after he shut everything down, the weird occurrences didn't stop. In fact, they seemed to grow more intense. As the hours passed, Trevor, unable to deal with the overwhelming fear, decided to leave his home for a while, hoping the house would calm down. He walked away for several hours, hoping to return to find everything back to normal. Upon his return, the house was eerily silent, and he was relieved that nothing further seems to occur. However, his calmness was overshadowed by the creeping thought that he might not have escaped the haunting after all. He chose to believe this was a one-time event, but with the strange things that had already happened, it was hard for him to shake the feeling that this was only the beginning. We can only hope for his sake that he's right, but with the events he experienced, it's likely that his mind will never fully be at peace. Next, we take a look at a rather chilling scenario where a student named Mason faced a terrifying experience. After hearing some ominous banging noises coming from his basement, Mason, being the brave soul that he was, decided to investigate. Now, let's be honest. If most of us heard strange banging from an unknown place, we'd probably think twice before checking it out. But Mason wasn't like most people. Although he had faced bullying and other challenges in his life, he was always known for his courage. His family often remarked on how unbothered he was by most things, which gave him a bit of a cocky reputation. Unfortunately, that cockiness would soon work against him when he chose to venture down into the basement to uncover the source of the sounds.
Okay, this is Julian documenting something that's happened today. I've just came downstairs from studying and drawing all day. No one else has been home, and I just decided to go down and play Zelda in my basement because that's where my Wii is. And when I opened the door, the lights were on and no one else has been home. So I'm going to record this if anything happens. I'm going to change it so you can see what I see right now. So this is going downstairs. We're going to see if we can see anything. Oh my god. Light just turned off. Let's see if any. You know what? Yeah, that was probably just some electrical thing. gotta go to the light switch. There's only one light switch. It's right here. The bottom of the basement. So. Oh my god. That chair just moved. I'm documenting this. I don't know how that could happen. I'm a skeptic on this whole subject, so I have no reason. I don't know how to explain that. But I just know I'm going upstairs. If there's anything here, I command you to shut the door. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me out.
Initially, Mason appears confident, even a bit cocky, as he searches for the source of the noise. His bravado is evident in the early part of the video. As he ventures further into the basement, he even jokes about the whole situation. But the mood soon shifts when items begin to move on their own in an unnerving display of paranormal activity. The air grows cold, and strange shadows seem to flicker in the corners of the room. As the video progresses, it's clear that something isn't right. The spirit haunting the basement isn't merely making noise, it's actively toying with Mason. What starts as a strange feeling of unease quickly transforms into terror when the spirit locks him inside the basement, trapping him in the dark, cold space. What happened next is a mystery, as the video cuts off at a tense moment. Was Mason able to escape, or did he fall victim to the spirit's wrath? His confident demeanor had evaporated, replaced by palpable fear. Some viewers believe Mason may have learned a hard lesson about messing with things he didn't understand. Whether or not he ever escaped the basement, we're left with an eerie feeling of uncertainty surrounding his fate. Ghost hunting adventures have become somewhat of a staple on this channel, and it's no surprise why. These brave individuals actively seek paranormal activity, often posting their findings online for all to see, despite the risk of being labelled as frauds. The next ghost hunter we'll focus on is named Roman, a well-known figure in the ghost hunting community, who has earned a reputation for his skill in capturing paranormal footage. Roman has scoured numerous towns in search of spirits, and his investigations have often yielded shocking results. In this particular video, his skills are put to the test once again.
Так. Так плохо видно. Ну так более-менее.
As you watch the video, you might notice something strange that Roman himself didn't initially recognize. I had to replay the footage several times to fully grasp what had happened, but once I did, I couldn't unsee it. What Roman captured on his camera was the unmistakable shadow of Slenderman, an urban legend known for its eerie, unnatural presence. The shadow itself was too tall and distorted for a normal person to cast, even though the light source above him should have resulted in a more natural shadow. Roman seemed to have noticed this oddity right away, and when he took the snapshot, it was clear that he knew something was wrong. As disturbing as that was, what happened next was even more unsettling.
Сейчас, друзья. Жду.
A chilling voice echoed through the room, a voice that sent a wave of terror through Roman's body. Hearing the voice of a spirit or entity is enough to shake anyone to their core, and for Roman, it was the final straw. Despite his long history of facing terrifying spirits, this encounter seemed to push him past his limits. He fled from the property in a panic, leaving behind the strange and ominous presence. As a professional ghost hunter, Roman had seen and heard it all, but this experience left him visibly shaken. Despite the fear that gripped him, Roman's ghost hunting career thrived, and he continued to make money off these terrifying encounters. So, while the footage was chilling, we don't have to worry too much about Roman. He's made a career out of confronting the supernatural. Now, we're about to take a step back in time with a very old video where the man behind the camera was hoping to capture something truly bizarre, a chair that supposedly moved by itself. This phenomenon had occurred multiple times in the past, but no one believed him when he tried to explain it. Everyone dismissed his stories, calling him crazy. So he decided that this would be the moment he finally proved everyone wrong by capturing the movement on camera. Would he succeed?
I hear something in the kitchen. The chair.
What happens next is truly extraordinary. He records the chair launching itself across the room, directly toward the cameraman. The shock and disbelief on his face are palpable as he watches the chair defy all logic. He had always been ridiculed for his claims, but now he had undeniable proof. The fact that the chair moved so violently added an air of credibility to his testimony. His footage was shared with his friends and family, many of whom had always thought him to be exaggerating, and the results were astonishing. The man's doubters were left in stunned silence, unable to offer any rational explanation for what they had just witnessed. For this man, it was a sweet victory, finally proving that he hadn't been imagining things. But even so, the question remains, what had caused the chair to move? While the footage was unsettling, it left everyone involved with more questions than answers. Whatever spirit or force had been haunting him now had undeniable proof of its existence. In the following clip, we watch a teenager named James, who was left home alone for an entire weekend by his parents. This is a scenario that many teenagers dream of, but James's experience was far from the carefree, fun weekend he had anticipated. It just so happened to be Friday the 13th, and while most would have assumed that it was just a coincidence, what James didn't know was that he wasn't alone in the house.
Bro, I'm playing fucking COD, my whole PlayStation turns off, and this door opens up by itself, and it was closed because what the fuck was that? What the and the light's going again. And the light's going again. And right there is the light switches to that light. And guess what else I'm about to tell you? Nobody's home. Oh my God. What the fuck? And the dogs want no fucking part of it. And why is that door open? Bro? It's coming in threes. It's coming in threes. If you don't believe me, nobody's home, There is the notes that my mom left me when they go on vacation. Honestly, I'm fucking scared as hell right now. Lucy is scared as fuck right now too, actually. Oh my god, bro. I really don't want to look behind this fucking door. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Bro? Bro. What the fuck is going on here, bro? I gotta get out of here, bro. I gotta get the dogs. I'm out of here. Let's go. Get up now. Get up, Petey. We're going. Bentley, come on. This way. Let's go. I'm done making this fucking video. I don't care about this shit anymore. I gotta get these dogs out of this fucking house. Get out. Bentley, come on. Bro, it's fucking Friday the 13th, too. I just realized I got all the dogs out here. And there's my... Oh my god. Did you guys just see that? Bro! Nah. This ain't a game anymore, bro. This shit is fucked up. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Did you guys just see that light going off in my house?
As he played on his PlayStation, the lights in the house began to flicker uncontrollably. At first, James tried to brush it off, assuming it was just a technical issue, but the flickering continued, growing more intense with each passing minute. Finally, he decided to investigate. James checked every room, every corner of the house, looking for an explanation, but no one else was there. He was completely alone. Realizing the lights were only the beginning, James quickly rounded up his pets, herding them outside for safety. He had no idea what was happening, but he knew he didn't want to be in the house any longer. The lights continued to flicker as he rushed to get his pets to safety, and once outside, James could only wonder what had caused the strange disturbances. That night was only the beginning.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with these dogs, bro. They're scared of some... Yo. I'm telling you, bro. That's the second time I heard those fucking bells, bro. The second time. The second time. I'm home all the fuck alone, bro. Nobody is home. Nobody. No one is home. Nobody is home. And those fucking bells. What's wrong, Petey? What's wrong? What do you see? You see something? You see something over here? I'm telling you, those bells, I heard them motherfuckers twice. What the fuck is going on? Petey! 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 Petey, what's going on? The TV turned on. The fucking TV turned on. Petey, let's go. Go, Petey. Go. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going? It turned off. It turned off. Lucy, Bentley, let's go. Bentley, get out. Let's go. Tiberius, let's go. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Let's go. Tiberius. Lucy. Oh my God. Charlie, let's go. Come on. Come on, who's home? Come on, who's home? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Come on, T. Come on. Lucy.
2 days later, the same eerie occurrences began to happen again. This time, items around the house began to move on their own, and James knew immediately that the same spirit was striking again. Panicked, he evacuated his pets once more and rushed them to his grandma's house for a temporary place to stay. As unsettling as the situation was, we know that James and his pets found safety with family. What's left unclear is how long this spirit will continue to haunt his home, or if it will return. James may have thought he was safe, but deep down, he knew that he could never be sure. Now, those who've been following this channel are already familiar with Roland, one of our most frequent contributors. His name has appeared in countless clips, and each time, the paranormal activity he captures becomes more intense. In this particular video, Roland was working in his office while his family was out at the park, leaving the house completely empty. However, while he was busy with his work, something sinister was happening in his living room. As the footage shows, a spirit makes its presence known, violently shaking the furniture in Roland's living room. The furniture rattles and shifts, as if being moved by invisible hands, causing Roland to pause and assess the situation. Even though Roland had faced many spirits before, this one seemed to be particularly aggressive, even hostile. For the first time, Roland seemed unsure of how to handle the situation. His normally fearless demeanor was clearly shaken, and he seemed at a loss for what to do. Despite the overwhelming paranormal activity in his home, Roland refused to leave. He's faced spirits in the past and managed to live through it, so he wasn't about to let this latest encounter force him out. But as we can see in the video, the spirit's behavior becomes more erratic with each passing moment, and Roland's calmness is wearing thin. The longer he stays, the more unsettling it becomes. We can only wonder what other spirits Roland will encounter as his journey continues. The next video is an intriguing one, featuring a family who had recently moved into an old house. Despite the age of the home, everything had seemed normal for the 3 years they had lived there, until they ordered a new cupboard. The cupboard, which fit perfectly into their home's aesthetic, seemed like a great choice. However, they were unaware that the cupboard came with something far more sinister than they could have imagined. The girl behind the camera captures something utterly terrifying, a demonic face, visible through the glass of the cupboard's drawer. She was horrified when she opened the drawer and saw that there was no face at all, leaving her with only more questions.